Okay, so number 28. What value of x satisfies the equation? And so first thing I need to do is get rid of the parentheses. So 3 times x is 3x. 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. 12 times x is 12x. 12 times negative 9 is negative 108. Then bring down your equals 4x plus 13. Now remember, you can use your calculator in this part, so I would definitely recommend that you use it to just check to make sure that you're multiplying the numbers correctly and adding and subtracting numbers. So first thing I want to do is look at the left side and combine like terms. So 3x plus 12x is 15x. Negative 12 minus 108 is negative 120. Then equals 4x plus 13, because nothing to combine on the right side. Now I'm going to jailbreak the 4x. You could have moved the 15x on the other side, but I'm just going to do 4x so I can deal with positive numbers. So I'm left with 11x, because 15x minus 4x is 11x, minus 120 equals 13. Then I want to jailbreak to become a positive 120. So 11x equals 13 plus 120 is 133. The opposite of multiplying by 11 is to divide by 11. So x equals 133 divided by 11 comes out to be 12.09. Now obviously, which answer has the 12? Not B, not C, not D. So if you're looking at this, 12 point something. Now that fraction, you can type in that fraction, 1 over 11, and it comes out to be 0.09. So your answer is 12.09, which is A. Moving on, 29. First thing I want to do is get rid of the parentheses. So remember, that's either a negative or a negative 1. It's the same thing. So negative 1 times x is negative 1x. Negative 1 times positive 1 is a negative 1. Bring down the 3, bring down the equals 5x plus 6 minus 7x. Then I will start off by combining like terms. So 3 minus 1 is 2. Then bring down your negative 1x. Then 5x minus 7x is negative 2x plus 6. Now I'm going to jailbreak the minus 2x to become a plus 2x. So negative 1x plus 2x is just x, plus 2 equals 6. Then plus 2, the opposite will be minus 2, so x equals 4, because 6 minus 2 is 4. So the answer is D. Now number 30. What are the x and y intercepts for the graph? F of x equals 3x minus 6. Now, first thing, you will be able to identify that the y-intercept is negative 6. So that means answer choice B and D are out of the question. Now, to be able to find the x-intercept, you already know that the y-intercept means where the line crosses the y-axis. But for the x-intercept is where the line crosses the x-axis. So that means what I will have to do is I would need to go to y equals, go to 3 and type in 3x minus 6, then go to graph, just click graph to see the picture. Now ask yourself, where does this line touch the x-axis? Remember, the x-axis is this one, and this line touches right here. So what number is that? 1, 2. So the x-axis, or the x-intercept, according to our graph, is 2. So the answer is A. Okay, moving on. Number 31, we're not going to do this one. You're going to skip it. We will discuss problems like this later on in the year. I really don't talk about domain and range until we get to quadratics. So I know it's a little bit unfair that you were given this question, but technically, I'm supposed to talk about domain and range during linear functions, but I prefer to do it with quadratics because it makes more sense when we talk about quadratics. Okay, so now 32. The table below shows the distance Joseph's family had driven after different amounts of times. What is the average rate of change between 2 and 4? So average rate of change means slope. So they're saying, what is the slope between 2 and 4? So let's see. 2 is 120. 4 is 220. So I don't care about 0. I don't care about 1. I don't care about 3. I don't care about 5. The only two numbers I care about are 2 and 4. So using my calculator, I'm going to go to Stat, Edit, and type those numbers in. 2, 4, 120, 220. Go to Stat, Calculate, option number 4, enter, enter, enter. and we're looking for the slope. So the slope is 50. So my answer is D. Okay? Now, 33. The function v of t equals 22,000 minus 3,400 t models the value of Mr. Smith's boat t years after he purchased it in 2009. What does the 22,000 mean? Well, we know that this is the initial value because that's the y-intercept, and the number in front of the t is the slope, and we know the slope means per year because that's what we're talking about, years. So what does the 22,000 mean? It means the initial value is how much the boat cost when he first bought it. So the answer will be B. The value of the boat when Mr. Smith purchased it. So that's how much the boat cost, was 22,000. And last but not least, number 34. 34 says the function c equals 0.10x plus 25 models the total cost of a cell phone plan where x stands for the number of minutes. What does the constant term of the function mean to us, and what does this mean? Okay? So that's the initial cost of a phone plan. Okay? That's what it means. And then the 0.10 is how much they charge per minute. Okay? So, which one makes sense? The total cost? Nope, that's not what it is. We're just looking at the cost per minute. Nope, we're not talking about the slope. The number of minutes? Nope, we're not talking about the x. The cost of plan without using any minutes? Yes, the cost of the plan is the cost of a phone plan. So the answer is D.